Of the Detroit Sports Broadcasters Association. I'm proud of that. We have another past president with us here this afternoon, Ken Cal. We'll hear. You don't have to get up, Ken, because you're going to get up in a minute. So we also have a DSBA president yet to be, and Ken Daniels here with us today. Ken, good to see you.
Good job on that.
There you go. All right, let me put my glasses on so we can read the sheet. I'm going to have Bill Harrington come up first. We had grace from Father Tom Griffith, and we certainly appreciated that. And there's a little story here with Father Tom that Bill's going to share with us. We're going to see if we can't get this man on the straight and narrow. We're going to work hard on it.
He's a man of God, but God led him the wrong way when he was in Chicago. Father Griffin is from Chicago, and he came to St. Clair Montefalco in January. So he's the associate pastor there. St. Clair is on the east side of Grosse Pointe Park. So his first homily, he got up in the pulpit and immediately put on his Chicago Bears jacket, his Chicago White Sox hat, and I think he had a Chicago Blackhawks jersey. He didn't bring it, but I know he has one.
Sox and Bears, he has Blackhawks, right?
So I'm sitting in the congregation, and he always uses sports in a lot of his homilies. And I thought, he's in Detroit. He can't talk about Chicago here. So I thought, we've got to introduce him to Detroit sports. So his first venture into Detroit took him down to Comerica Park, and he was on the field when we did an award. And the Tigers sent him a package with a nice jacket in it, a shirt, and a hat. So now he's starting to come around a little bit. So this is his second tour. Now he's with the Red Wings. And wanted to bring him down here so he can understand our sports teams and understand Detroit. And so that's why he's here. So we want to make sure we get him to the Lions, get him to the Pistons, and we should have him pretty well brainwashed in the next several months. So that's why he's here. And Ken's going to give him, we're going to get a picture of him, it's going to go in the bulletin. And Ken, I brought this hockey light and a red pen so you guys can sign it and give it to him. And he can get up on I've got a pen for it. So he can get up on the pulpit and hold his Red Wing light up and use that as a method to say he's a Detroit fan.
Yeah, I'd like to share this story about the Reverend that's here today. I was at Arlington Park in Chicago, and for those of you who don't, praying for a winter out there. But anyway, the father was out there, and the horses come out for the post parade. He went out to the number 2 horse and throws the holy water on the horse. The horse wires the field and wins the race. Well, the next race comes out. Father's out there, and on the 3 horse, he blesses the horse. Horse comes around, wire to wire, and wins the race. This guy that's standing next to me says, I've been watching that priest over. He said, next time he blesses a horse, I'm putting everything I own on it. So, next race, post parade comes out, the 8 horse. Father throws the holy water on the horse. Race starts, the horse goes 400 yards and just keels over and dies. And the guy comes up there and up to the father and he says, Father, he says, I can't believe this. The first 2 horses you bless, they win the race, and then I put everything I got on that horse, and the horse goes 400 yards and dies. What's going on here? Father says, you must not be Catholic. He says, no, I'm not. How do you know? He says, because if you were, you'd know the difference between giving a blessing and giving last rites.